Hi Virgo, welcome to your November 2021 astrological forecast. So the month starts off with planets in Scorpio. In Scorpio, you have on your third house, okay? There's the sun is here, let's see, up until the 20th. Okay, Mars is here all month in Scorpio. Mercury moves into Scorpio on the 5th, and there's a new moon in Scorpio on the 4th. So there's all this stuff happening in your third house of your everyday life, the places you would normally go throughout the course of your day. It's your neighbors, your neighborhood, your siblings and cousins, but it's a big time communication and travel house. So this is regular postal mail, email, voice message, text message, all kinds of stuff. You know, especially having Mercury here, you'll notice things like this start to pick up. You might be getting like Christmas cards early or something when Mercury is here, or you're in contact more with like a lot of people. A lot of the communications you're initiating yourself, but you're also on the receiving end. Around this new moon, you may actually travel even, like this is local travel, or this is overnight or weekend kind of travel. Could be to visit relatives, it could be for any reason or other, but you know, some kind of travel is there, or you may just end up running around your own area doing a lot of shopping, or visiting, I don't know, places that you haven't for a while, even if you're just there like for lunch or something, or but you're doing more things within your own immediate area, your own neighborhood or something or other. Now there is a full moon partial eclipse, okay, on the 19th in the sign of Taurus, and where you have Taurus in your chart is your 9th house. It's directly across from your 3rd house of Scorpio. So both of these houses are communication and travel houses. 9th house is long distance communication and travel, okay, among many, many other things. It's also the house of legal matters. It's the house of higher learning, publishing, media, your philosophy and religious beliefs, but your philosophy on life, your outlook, your opinions, all kinds of stuff. Okay, but this is also the house of foreign anything, foreign people, foreign languages, foreign countries, foreign travel. Okay, so if you are in touch with someone at this time, you know, also the planet Uranus has been transiting here for a while. Okay, it's in retrograde motion. This planet brings about like surprises and unexpected events occurring in your life, you know, or wherever it is transiting. So I would have to say that maybe your views on religion and quite a few other things have possibly changed, or you've adopted possibly another culture's way of doing things, you know, even if it's something like yoga or whatever, or cooking, you know, different recipes or something. Anyways, around this full moon, and full moons will bring things to the surface so they can be dealt with. Okay, so all along here, I would have to say we're going to go with your opinions on anything, but your philosophy on life. Okay, could have been at odds with, let's say, like a sibling or cousins or any kind of relative. Could be a friend or neighbor or something like that, but anyone in general. But the people that I just mentioned are more than likely up front there first. Okay, my first choices. Around this time, maybe you have been keeping your mouth shut, or not really voicing your opinion too loudly, that you disagree with whomever when it comes to certain subjects, because you figure, you know, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, right? However, you may be dealing with somebody that's really, really pushy. Okay, having Mars here in your 3rd house, it does make, especially your neighbors, okay, or people in your neighborhood, a little bit more aggressive. That's what this planet governs. Okay, it's also the ego planet. It's the me planet, right? So you could be like really defending your belief system even on any kind of subject, but especially around this full moon. Something could come out that you just like had enough. You've had enough of having to discuss this with this person, and you'd really like to let them know where you stand on something or other. So that may happen around that full moon. Okay, now the new moon kind of brings about, let's say, it could be a communication of some kind. It could be a letter in the mail or a conversation that you have with someone that puts you at ease in some way or other, arrests your mind. You know, maybe something's been going on over and over again and you're trying to figure out what to do about it. So you may finally get the answer that you need, or the information you needed in order to move forward in some way or other. Okay, so it could be anything though. New moon does bring a new beginning, so there could be a new business opening up in your neighborhood. It could be your own business. You could be doing something new within your area. You're bringing business to your area or something or other. Or you are just doing something that maybe you either haven't done for a long time or have never done at all within your own neighborhood. You're checking it out, okay? Now the sun moves into Sagittarius on the 21st, and the 24th Mercury moves into Sagittarius. Where you have Sagittarius in your chart is your 4th house of your home life, your actual physical home and the people you live with. It's your family, your background, like your childhood and everything, and it's your personal life. Okay, now Venus is in Sagittarius like the first 4 days of November. It was here like in October. Okay, so it's ending its transit here, but you know, while it was here, it still made very nice, pleasant times at home. Okay, whomever you live with, if you have a roommate, or if you have family that you live with, or maybe even if you live alone, you were still like beautifying even your home. You were doing things, touching it up or whatever, you know. But now having the sun and Mercury here, it looks like maybe you are hosting, you know, Thanksgiving dinner. Thanksgiving is a big holiday in America. Not everyone celebrates Christmas or whatever other holidays in December. So Thanksgiving is the big holiday here where people, families get together. Okay. So it could be something like that. It could be a little bit of a reunion. It could be something to do with family. I do have to say this though, okay, when Venus leaves Sagittarius, it moves into Capricorn and your 5th house where you have Capricorn. And Venus stays in Capricorn all the way till March 6th of next year. So it's going to be here a really, really long time. And having Venus in your 5th house of love, romance, fun, speculation and gambling, children, any kind of amusements, you know, anything that's fun, entertainment, you know, and having Venus here that long, you know, looks like you're going to, I would have to say, have a really good time, you know, just having Venus here. It brings an ease to any of these things that I just mentioned. Okay, so you may even be on the receiving end of an awful lot of invitations at this time to do all these things, to go to a party, to go to a movie, see a live play, even contribute to something like that, you know. So especially if you do something creative, it's really got the kiss of Venus here that whole time. Okay, especially if you're a writer. Virgos are usually really, really good writers. In fact, having all these planets in your 3rd house of Scorpio right now, especially with Mars being here, okay, you could be like writing something or have written something that you've presented for publishing. So this whole thing about with the full moon even and the new moon, that doesn't necessarily have to be a difference of opinion conversation with someone. It could be in regards to something you've submitted for publishing, or something you've written, you know. Maybe you're even just putting it out there for copyright, or you know, some kind of legitimate way of owning what you've written. Okay. could be something like that. So I would have to say from the 5th on, though, when Venus moves into your 5th house of fun and romance and all that, and it's going to be here till the end of this year into March of next year, okay? So I would have to say you're probably one of the signs that's going to get the best of the holidays. You're going to be the person about town attending whatever is happening, okay? Oh, so the best time to do something each month is when the moon is in your own sign, and the moon is in Virgo on the 27th and 28th. The best time to lay low is when the moon is in your opposite sign, and your opposite sign is Pisces, and those dates are the 12th, 13th, and 14th. The best time for romance, recreation, creativity, fun, any kind of gambling or speculation, and anything to do with children is the 8th, 9th, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. The best time for money is the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 14th, 15th, 16th, 29th, and 30th. The best time for your career is the 19th, 20th, and 21st. And the best time for communication and travel is the 4th, 5th, 17th, 18th, and 19th. So I'd like to thank my subscribers for coming back and supporting me. And if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing and liking and sharing this video. Check out my Ask Me a Question in the description box below. It's for people who don't necessarily want to know everything there is about their chart. They only have one thing, one kind of question they're curious about. However, if you would like to have your chart done, there's also a link there to my website where you can get more information on that. And also check out my weekly forecasts. Okay, so I'll see you next week then. Goodbye.